The graph above is used to convert between US gallons and liters. Use it to answer the following questions. Here, it says convert 9 gallons to liters, and we have to use the graph to assist us in answering this question. Notice that on the x-axis, we have US gallons, and on the y-axis, we have liters. And here, they're asking us to convert 9 gallons to liters. So we have to go on the x-axis, and we have to go to 9, and this is 9 gallons. Then we go up, and then we go across, and that's going to give us our answer. Notice that when we go across, notice that on the y-axis, they're counting in ones. So they increase, every time they increase by 1. So notice that this is 25, this is 26, this is 27, this is 28, this is 29, this is 30, this is 31, this is 32, this is 33, and this is 34. But the line is slightly above 34, and so we will put 34.2 liters. And that's our answer to this question. Next, it says here, the graph above is used to convert between US gallons and liters. Use it to answer the following questions. And so our goal is to convert 15 liters to gallons. Now notice that we have 15 liters, and that's on the y-axis. This is 15 liters. And we go across, and we go down. And if we go down on the, if we go down, we find the x-axis, and the x-axis is in gallons. So we have 15 liters. How many gallons would that be? Well, this is 3, right? This is 3.2. This is 3.4. This is 3.6. This is 3.8. And this is 4. And so this red line would be 3.9. And so our answer here is going to be 3.9. So 15 liters is going to be 3.9 gallons based off this graph. Next, the question states convert 16 gallons to liters. Convert 16 gallons to liters. Based on what we saw in the previous question, we know that 15 liters equals to 3.9 gallons. So 15 liters equals to 3.9 gallons. But how many liters is 1 gallon? Well, if 15 liters is equal to 3.9 gallons, that means that 1 gallon is going to be 15 divided by 3.9, and that means it's going to be 3.846153,846 liters. So 1 gallon is going to be 3.846153,846 liters. That's what 1 gallon is in terms of liters. So we know what 1 gallon is in terms of liters, but we need to figure out how many liters is 16 gallons. And so that means that we're going to take 1 gallon and we're going to multiply it by 16. So we have 3.846153,846. We multiply that by 16. When we multiply it by 16, we get 61.538,461.54 liters. So 16 gallons is going to be 61.538,461.54 liters. And if we were to round this correct to 1 decimal place, it's going to be 61.5. And we know that because 3 is a less than 5. And so since 3 is less than 5, we cannot round up. And so we leave it as 61.5, and the rest of the decimals, we eliminate them. And so this answer, 16 gallons, is going to be equal to 61.5 liters, correct to 1 decimal place. And so the answer here is 61.5 liters. Next, the question states that the cost of 36 liters of gasoline is $49.68. It says calculate the cost of 1 gallon of gasoline to the nearest cent. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to figure out the cost of 1 liter of gasoline. We know that 36 liters of gasoline is equal to $49.68. So if you have 36 liters, the cost of that is going to be $49.68. But what is the cost of 1 liter given this information? Now the cost of 1 liter is going to be $49.68 divided by 36. And so that means that the cost of 1 liter of gasoline is going to be $1.38. Now we know from the previous question that 1 gallon is going to be equal to 15 divided by 3.9, which is 3.856153,846 liters. So 1 gallon in terms of liters is going to be 3.846153,846 liters. And so what's going to be the cost of 1 gallon? Or said differently, what's going to be the cost of 3.846153,846 liters? Well, we know that 1 liter costs $1.38. And so if we want to find the cost of this amount of liters, which is the cost of 1 gallon, we just have to multiply by 1.38. And so we have 3.846153,846 multiplied by 1.38. And that means that the cost of 1 gallon is going to be 5.307692307. And so that means that that's our answer. But we have to round to the nearest cent. And so what we're going to do, we notice that the 7 is here. We know once it's 7 or greater, we round up. And so that means that we have to add 1 to 0. When we add 1 to 0, that's going to be 1. And so that means that we have a 5.31, and we eliminate the rest of the decimals behind the 0, and we change this 0 into 1. So we have that the cost of 1 gallon is going to be $5.31. So the cost of 1 gallon of gasoline to the nearest cent is going to be $5.31. And that's our answer to this question, $5.31.